So now, with our last lightning talk of the morning, hopefully these have been valuable. I've been learning a lot. The founder at IT Revolution to give the last lightning talk of the morning. Let's welcome to the stage Mr. Randal Wark. Randal? Back up dead, man.
Good morning. My talk is entitled, How to Hack Your Brain to Increase Your Success. I have a confession to make, first of all. I have two addictions. If you were at my talk yesterday, do you have Business 2020 Vision? You probably already know what one of those addictions are. But before I tell you what they are, I'm going to give you two quotes, and I'll give you a good hint of what they are. The first one is, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. I'm glad nobody left. The second one is, you're the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with, or that you choose to surround yourself with. So that being said, my two addictions are masterminds and speaking and associating with highly successful entrepreneurs. Highly successful entrepreneurs, they're just like you and I. But there are certain small things that they do, small hacks that make them very successful. You probably know Tim Ferriss. One of the things that he preaches is that there are some things that you can do with minimal amounts of effort that will give you maximum amounts of results. That's what I'm talking about. So let's start. 3 hacks that you can do starting on Monday. The first hack. Now, I'm not a morning person, but I decided to wake up 15 minutes earlier every single day. I'll tell you why. When I flew down here, they always give you the security demo, right? What did they teach you, or what did they tell you over and over again when it comes to the oxygen mask that falls down? They always tell you, put it on you first before you can put it on the person next to you. Why? If you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to help those around you? So my first hack is really about taking care of yourself first. All 3 of these hacks, I want you to realize that you have to do this before picking up your phone's text messages, before picking up emails or your phone messages. Once you do that, other people are controlling your agenda. They're controlling your day. This has to be done before that happens. So the first hack, wake up 15 minutes early and spend time putting the oxygen mask on you. Now this might be reading 1 chapter of a book that you need to read to make your business more successful. It might be a TED Talk that you want to watch. But think about this. How do you think you're going to show up at work after doing this, especially if you're doing it day after day? Don't you think you're going to be a force for change? You're going to have these great ideas that you can implement in your company that will make you more successful. Now, that doesn't even take more time out of your day because you're just waking up 15 minutes earlier. The second hack. This is maybe the one that I found the most kooky. I had a hard time starting with this, actually. It was a little embarrassing. It's called journaling. If you talk to highly successful entrepreneurs, this keeps coming back over and over and over again. So I said, I have to try it. Now, in my mind, journaling was like a diary. That's something my daughter writes, maybe. Journaling is something very different, and it has a very specific purpose. Now, the keys of doing journaling is it only takes 5 minutes. And again, as I speak to these entrepreneurs, over and over again, they say the same key components. The first thing I do is I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. What does that do? Well, it starts my day with a very positive thought. You could even do this at the supper table. You know, I used to ask my kids, how was your day at school? They'd say, oh, it was boring, and nothing happened. End of conversation. Now I ask them, what are 3 things you're grateful for that happened to you today? Next thing I know, they're talking to me about specific things that are happening in their day, and I'm getting valuable information about what my kids are thinking, what they're doing. So if you do this for yourself, it's very interesting. It's a good way to start the day. Next, I write down 3 things that I need to do to make my business more successful. Now, these aren't to-dos like the to-dos that you would have, like I got to send a quote to that customer for a server, or I got to call that one vendor. It's really about doing things that are going to move your business further. Maybe relationships you really need to work on, or areas of your business you need to spend time on. If you can just do even one of those things, again, before the phone rings, before your day gets taken up by other people, take care of maybe the most difficult thing on that list, and your business is going to gain some traction day after day, one step at a time. Now, the third hack, is the fun one. This takes maybe 15 minutes in your day. I want you to try calling one customer out of the blue for no reason at all. You're not trying to sell them a thing. All you're trying to do is find out how their business is going, what they're doing, if there's anything interesting. If you happen to find an article that you've browsed on the internet that maybe relates to them, even better. You can give them something, say, I read this and I thought about you. I'm going to send you the link after we hang up. But I want you to call one person out of the blue. Now, what do you think happens when you do that? Well, when you first call, the client's probably thinking, oh, there's Randal again calling me, wondering what he has to sell. But what happens when they hang up? They're thinking, wow, Randal really cares about my company. He wasn't trying to sell me anything. He was just truly interested in what I do. Well, who do you think they're going to call next time there's a big project and they have a choice of vendors? The one that maybe is a little bit cheaper than you? Or the one that truly cares about their business? You see, something happens in those phone calls that take minutes of your day. It strengthens this bond of trust. You want to be a trusted advisor? Sure, that's great. But if you want to be a caring advisor too, that's even better. So the thing I learned about all these things, especially this last one, it's interesting. When you're having these calls, what usually happens? They normally say, you know what, Randal? I was thinking about you, but I haven't had the time to call you. I want to start that project, or I need a quote for this. Next thing you know, you've created some business for yourself, and you're not even paying your salespeople to do it. You're doing it yourself. So there's incredible value in doing these 3 little hacks, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. These can give you some incredible traction in your business. I call myself a business hacker. I mean, that's what I do. I like hacking people's lives and hacking their businesses to make them better incrementally. And my company is IT Revolution. And for mastermind groups, I run a mastermind group called the VAR Mastermind, varmastermind.com. And I'm really, really passionate about taking these entrepreneurial skills and applying them to our industry, the industry that I love, that I've been in for 20 years. So, Monday morning, what's going to happen? Let's be honest, you're going to go back to work, but something's going to change, right? You're not going to pick up those messages right away. You're going to take that 15 minutes to put on the gas mask. Or not the gas mask, that could be dangerous. You're going to put on the oxygen mask, right? And you're going to take care of yourself first. The second thing you're going to do, you're going to start writing down positive things in your life that you're grateful for. And you're going to write down 3 things that you need to do in your business to move it forward. And the last thing you're going to do is you're going to call up one random customer and really show that you care. You know, they say that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Well, on Monday morning, I want you to take 3 steps towards your success. Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. Great job. We learned a lot. That's great. And actionable. Things we can do right now. How many of you guys are going to do that on Monday morning? Come on, hands up. Do that on Monday morning. It's a great way to invest something simple you can do in your business. That's what this was all about. That's what taking the time out for Max 2015 was all about.